Welcome back to the Just Something podcast where we discuss a little something of everything. Today, we are joined by Joshua Baize. Welcome, bro. Welcome. How you
Thanks
going?
for having me.
No worries, man. No worries. How you been?
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah?
Not bad.
Love that. Love that. Today, unfortunately, we're not joined by my co-host Jacob, who's overseas at the minute, but he'll be back in about, I think, a week or two. So it's just me for now. But yeah, we welcome Joshua Baize onto the podcast.
Yeah, it's a pleasure being here, man.
Yeah?
Appreciate you having me on board.
No worries, bro. No worries. No worries. First and foremost, let's just start from the beginning. Let's just talk about your early on career memory of football. How did it all start, essentially, as well?
Yeah, I pretty much started playing football when I was at Keysborough.
Yeah,
So
right.
I grew up at Keysborough playing down there, and then once I hit about 16 years old, joined the seniors down there.
Yep.
And then pretty much just shaped the direction, started making a name for myself, and then started moving up the rankings and eventually made to State 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then now in the position I'm in, currently being president of Endeavour Fire.
Love that. Love that. What essentially made you become? What made you want to become the president of Endeavour Fire? Obviously, Mauritian club, both Mauritian, so
Yep.
doing it for the coach is good. So
I
what
think-
essentially, what made you want to start doing that?
I think it was more so shaping the direction of the club, just trying to get them on the right direction. So we brought in many more committee members this year to obviously grow the club in the right direction.
Yeah, beautiful.
Financially and just where it needs to be with the attitude and discipline side of things as
Love
well.
that.
So
Yeah, right. So then, how's that been since you've been there? How are you feeling about it?
yeah, it's been good. Like it's been challenging, to be honest. You don't. Nobody sees what happens behind the scenes.
No,
and,
it's not,
nobody
it's not.
realizes the hard calls you need to make. But genuinely, it's good. Like it's. I came into it wanting a challenge, and it's exactly what I've got so far. So
Yeah. So you've been, obviously president now, but before that you was playing there as well, wasn't it?
correct. Yeah. So I just had a plan to just play there for 1 year because it was just down the road from my house, and then
easy.
the following year I'll go up and play at a higher level.
Yeah.
But after that, I turned up to the AGM meeting and happened to become president. So.
Yeah, man. That's good. That's good. Obviously, for the people that don't know, obviously I know, but what does Endeavour 5 benefit for the Mauritian community? From what you reckon? Obviously, we're both Mauritian, as I said.
Yeah.
So, how do you reckon it helps benefit us as a whole community, as essentially in Melbourne?
Yep.
Right? Yeah, in Victoria.
I'd say, look, at the end of the day, we pretty much supply all Mauritian foods. I find we get quite a lot of people that come down just for the food, sometimes not even for the football. And we also just host good events as well. So we are big on obviously keeping that Mauritian culture alive and trying to grow it more and more each year. So
Love that.
that was one of the main things that we came into this year with, was growing the club in the right direction.
Yeah, that's positive. And yeah, so obviously helping it to grow. What's essentially the end goal until the end of the year? Because obviously there's the whole thing about state 6, 7, all that bullshit. What do you actually, like, before I get into that, what are your thoughts on having those divisions around the corner? Because obviously it's a tough situation because obviously we're state 5, but what are your thoughts coming into obviously trying to of Football Victoria implementing state 6 and 7?
It's tough because I genuinely came in wanting to just make a difference, bring on the best players we can get in, and then obviously try to win the league, and obviously whether it be stay in our league or push to a higher league. That was the main goal.
Yeah.
But bringing state 6 and 7 out,
crazy,
it's kind of like no matter what, if you're not the top team in the ladder, you're getting demoted. So.
Yeah, it's actually mad how it works. I think is it top 2 that stay? Isn't it?
I believe it's top 2 stay,
That's
and
crazy.
Then up to 6 goes to state 6 and then the remaining goes to state 7.
That's crazy.
So.
How do you? Boy, yeah, it's a mad thing because when I heard about that, I was like, wait, what? No way they're making 2 more leagues, but it's just to combine it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on like them bringing the Football Victoria bringing that in, like? Obviously, aside from obviously Endeavour, but in general, like
I wasn't aware of it when I first joined. So obviously, like for me, it was kind of like, even if I'm pretty sure even if you win the league, you stay in state 5.
Yeah.
So my thought on that was like, you're only really playing to not get demoted by 2 leagues this year, which is a bit killer.
It is a killer.
But I think they should have always had the promotion if you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Obviously, you've been around most. So what's the highest level you played then? If that's the.
I was playing at St Kilda in State 1, and was at Noble Park Drina in State 1 as well back then. That's where I started in the reserves, and then eventually I got a few games in the seniors.
Yeah.
And Peninsula Strikers in State 2.
Peninsula Strikers. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So
How's like the what would it essentially be like the? What are your thoughts like how the whole state league things run from the 1 to 5 or whatever? Like, obviously you've been around. You've been playing for how many years? 20 years? No.
yeah.
15, 20 years.
About that roughly.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, how are your thoughts on the whole how it's all run essentially?
I'd have to say, like, being in a higher league, like State 1, is actually easier than playing in State 5. I think I've had that conversation with you as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
you generally believe that, yeah?
Yeah, it's when you play with the bigger boys in State 5, it's a different game. The game style is completely different. Whereas when you play in State 1, you genuinely play with quick pace football that everyone wants to be playing. So
yeah,
the structures are different in every league. I think you can have the big boys when you're younger, like in the lower leagues, but as you start getting higher, you need to start having some quick players being around. So.
Yeah. We're joined obviously by our producer Ethan. Say what's good, bro.
What's going on? What's going on?
Been well?
Yeah, been good.
Yeah. So obviously, do you know much about the state leagues and stuff?
Absolutely nothing. I'm not going to lie to you. Absolutely nothing. So it's good to
that's
good
all.
to hear
No,
about
that's all
it.
good. That's all. We're educating you. That's,
Yeah,
that's how it is. Obviously, coming into it's near the end of the season now. What's like what are the stuff that? What are the programs and events how do Endeavour Hills Fire promote for kids or even the community? As I said, I think you said events. You said something about events as well.
Yep.
How does
So
it
towards the end of this year, we'll obviously look to do our presentation night, which is pretty big for the boys. Everyone loves the presentation night because it's always a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
We'll be hosting, hopefully hoping to host Dodo Cup as well.
Yes.
Again,
Yeah.
so if we can get that back on board, that'd be awesome this year.
Yeah.
And look, we would love to start a mini roos as well, so we can get some juniors in.
Definitely.
We get a lot of messages each year, but obviously when it comes to actually being able to field a team, at least that way we can kind of work towards it a bit earlier this time on. So.
Yeah. That's good. And obviously, again, I know what Dodo Cup is, but can you explain to the people what the Dodo Cup actually is and how it helps the community as well in football-wise?
Yeah, so Dodo Cup, it's pretty much been run by Irvin Clape, our former president, for multiple years. Yep. He's pretty much got multiple clubs on board as well that constantly come to us every single year, and we play this same tournament. We've got Rowville Eagles, we've got some self-made teams as well, we've got some Afghan teams that form their own team and come in as well.
Franks and Pines too?
Correct, yeah.
Franks and Pines, yeah.
Then we do have like an over 35s, I believe, that we also host on the same thing. So that we got the two leagues run at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's about 3 different
age groups.
Yeah, there's about 3 different groups,
right? And
all of them pretty much all fighting it out to get a trophy as well.
Yeah,
so
it's good.
It's challenging because you kind of see a bit of players from everywhere. A lot of self-made teams are made up of NPL players that just randomly rock up. Never seen them before.
Yeah, shout out Freshies, bro.
Yeah, Freshies.
Shout out Freshies.
So there is it's a challenging. It's a challenging tournament. Everybody loves being a part of it as well. So it's something to obviously look forward to.
100%.
At the end of the year, and it's a good vibe. There's good Mauritian music on. We have the Mauritian food running at all times.
Yeah.
And it's just a vibe for everybody. You find a lot of people come down just to support as well.
Love that. So yeah, it's in October, I believe, is it? End of October?
Yeah, roughly around that area.
In October. So if you guys are willing to get involved with the Dodo Cup, message Endeavour Hills Fire on any social medias. I'll put the link in the description as well if you want to get involved with that. It's a really good tournament. Obviously, I've played in it, so I can say on my behalf, it's really fun. If you want to make your own team with your boys, squad of I think 20. Is it 20 players? No, less than that. 15,
yeah, about
16.
Depends how many you want to bring.
Depends how many you want to bring on, right? And obviously, you can decide how many players you want to get on match days and stuff. But yeah, it's a really good vibe. It's a really good tournament. So, because obviously I played at Endeavour, so my experiences there was good because Evan was the first one to actually tell me about the Dodo Cup while I was there. Because do you remember the season where we folded and we just completely got out of state league?
I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there?
No, I wasn't there at the time.
Right.
No,
it was 2022. I think.
Yeah.
So you weren't there? No, you weren't. You weren't. So, yeah, basically when everyone left State 5, everyone just went their own ways. I think I stayed just to play Metros. I don't know why. No, it was a good experience playing with the older lads, but essentially, I was like on the verge of like just stopping, but then obviously Irvin came up to me and do you remember Jay? You know Jay, yeah?
Possibly.
Jay, keeper?
Yep.
Yeah, so he came up to me and Jay says, talk about the Dirter Cup. We want to see if you know any of your boys who want to make a team. So shout out to Irvin for that one for sure. Obviously making the whole experience of fresh as possible. So yeah, man. Obviously, excuse me. So Endeavour is the last, obviously, the Mauritian club left, right? I'm just gonna bring up Keysborough just for a second, right?
Yep.
What's like the relationship with the two clubs? Because obviously one's a former Mauritian team, one's a Mauritian. But what's like the relationship there? Obviously, you're both rivals in State 5, but
Yeah.
obviously back in the days, both Mauritian clubs. So what's like the
Look,
what's like the
it's always going to be a rivalry between us and Keysborough when we jump up on the field. But saying that too, we have all respect for one another as well. So there is very good relationships between both clubs, and we do have a good relationship with their committee as well. So
yeah, definitely.
There's no hard feelings or anything. We last game we versed, we drew 2-2,
Yes, yeah.
and there was a lot of tension on the sidelines with me and part of their committee saying our team's got to win, and they were like, our team's got to win, and one of them just said, I just want to see a draw. I don't want either of you guys to win. So, and they got what they wanted. So,
A draw.
But it's a good vibe. Like there's no hard feelings against both clubs. Like we all really do enjoy being with one another as well. So
yeah.
At the end of the day, they're just trying to manage their club and we're trying to manage ours. At the end of the day, the only way you can make it work is cooperating with other clubs.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That's what's good about having those. That's what's good about community football because it brings everyone together essentially. So, no, 100%. Let's go back to being the president for a second. Just want to bring that back because obviously, it's a big role. Obviously, big step up for you. I'm assuming because have you been a part of that committee space before being a president?
No, I've never actually been a part of a committee at all. I only stepped up more so based on the fact of more the discipline and trying to grow the club a little bit more.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, yeah, that's good. And obviously, what do you essentially want to, get out of the role in terms of like what you're doing? So, let's say in like 5-10 years, what do you plan on getting out of it?
Yeah. So, look, the whole idea is like we pretty much looked at more so what we're going to get out of this year. We haven't really set the long term as of yet. More so just starting here, let's just set it up correctly and get it all going, and then we can focus on the big picture. So with that being said, at the end of the day, we came in to grow the club. We've got many new committee members on board, so
Beautiful.
Everybody pitches in. Everyone's got ideas. The plan is to obviously grow a lot more. It's whether it be the fan base, whether it be our financial position as a club
Sponsors?
As well. Yeah, look, we got quite a fair few sponsors on board this year,
it's really good.
and I do give credit to all the guys in the committee, and we do get extra guys as well that were willing to help out and obviously push to get that across the line.
Lovely.
So there is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that the committee do obviously look after. I'm also just overlook it and help with any executive decisions that need to be made as well.
Yeah.
But the workhorses, I would say, are under me 100%. Like those guys literally work their ass off.
Shout out for sure.
So,
Shoal, Laval, all that.
Yeah.
Sure. Jazz.
But look, what do I want to get out of it? I think generally I want to obviously help grow the youth. We have a good youth side at the moment. We have under 15s and under 18s. Our 18s are more than good enough to push into reserves even next year.
Yeah, good.
So they've been competing quite well in the under 18s this year, and they've took a big jump from, I believe it was under 16s Baize last year, and they've decided to push to 18As.
18As. That's good.
And they're competing quite well in that.
Is it Jason the coach?
Correct,
Big up Jason,
so Jason's the coach, and I've had the pleasure last week also of coaching those boys, and they all mean very well. They're all great kids as well. Saying that too, look, I do plan to. The plan is to obviously grow the club in the best way possible as well. So whether it be trying out new foods, whether it be growing our financial position, trying to get more of a fan base on board.
Yeah.
We're trialling everything. So it's a year for trial and error. At least that way you pick up what works and what doesn't work. So then that way in the following year you can kind of take that in there. So
yeah, it's definitely helping. It's definitely beneficial to obviously promote the youth because obviously as going back to when I was playing the first year, there was no juniors at all. 2022. Last year we had obviously 16s and 15s, right? No, 14s. Was it 14?
14s and 16s.
14s and 16s last year. So yeah, essentially before all that, I wasn't even aware we had a junior. So it's good that because as I said, like the whole reason is to help promote them to the senior space. So I think that's definitely helped beneficial. And like I'm glad you touched up on. Excuse me, I'm happy you touched up on that phase. Definitely. Going back to the committee, how you saying it's what do you reckon how beneficial has the committee helped to essentially grow a club, like in general, like not even Fire, but like in general, like.
It's just huge anyway if you can get the right people on board. I genuinely said at the start of this year when I took the role, at the end of last year, I mentioned to them that I only take the role if we get the right people on board.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's key at the end of the day.
100%. It's what runs the club essentially.
We've got multiple members that put the time and the work in, even whether it be behind the scenes. You've got Cedric that does not stop. He's just an absolute workhorse as well when it comes to
media.
You know, he does media. He does the financial. He does helps with the financial. Working with FFV when it comes to any red cards.
Oh, right.
Discipline side as well. So
Big up Cedric.
Yeah, so he's huge for the club. You've got pretty much everyone that does something around the club as well. So there's always somebody that's working hard to obviously grow the club in the best way. So
Definitely,
whether it be just being a marshal, or whether it be cooking the food, or whether it be opening up the club and supporting, there's always something going on at the club. So the guys, there's nobody really to fault at all. Everybody does put the time and work in behind the scenes, and even if you're part of the committee and nobody sees the work you're doing, at least people know like something's happening. Everybody's doing something behind the scenes. So it's huge. If you get the right committee, I think you can take the club anywhere. So.
Definitely. That's what I like That's what I like a lot about having Endeavour Hills. Obviously, I'm Mauritian, so it's good. It feels like a family, because everyone knows each other, right? So that's a set, and there's that as well. We call it. I'll just say we touched mostly on the financial, you being president and stuff, obviously around Fire as well. Just want to move on a little bit to, let's just say your football memory. So which club you say you support again?
QPR.
QPR. So how's that being a fan of the QPR then?
Well, I was always Liverpool, to be honest.
Is it?
But saying that too, I hate glory.
You hate glory?
I hate
Bro
the
got
glory.
sick of us winning too much.
I hate glory hunters. So. It was something my grandma always used to support the team, so it was something I caught on, and I've been watching a lot of their games, and can't psych Lyndon Dykes. He's just too good as a striker. So
there you go.
But yeah, QPR is the way to go.
Damn, you support Liverpool? How long ago? It was recently, I swear.
Nah, it's been a while.
Really?
I don't watch any of their games or anything.
Oh, okay.
My partner does. She's definitely
she's a small
all
one,
over it. But yeah, I can't wait to see them lose. So
who, Liverpool?
Yeah.
You're violating, bro. You like that one, Ethan. Yeah. You like that one too. He's a Chelsea fan. That's why. He like that one too much. Nah, we're gonna win the league again. That's alright. When's the last time they won the Premier League? I'm not even trying to violate. Like I really don't remember.
Yeah. Nah, that was the year that Aguero scored that goal. That
was last year they won the Prem.
Yeah.
Damn.
That Aguero goal at the last minute. So that's where we got relegated that year, and then and then Man City won. At least we took something away from Man United that year.
Yeah. Okay, good. As long as we both hate United, I'm fine with that. But yeah, I just wanna let's like for a bit. Let's test your ball knowledge just for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I've got this game of goal front three, big up front three. I'm not sure if they're watching this video, but big up front three. So basically, it's a thing where it's called guess the player. So basically, we do I'm just gonna explain the game to you real quick. So basically, I'm gonna count down from 3, 2, 1. And then we both had to say a club at random, and then we both had to say which player played for both clubs, and then we'll do first to like 3 or something, or best to first to 5, just to get. So Ethan, just make sure you clarify the players on who we say. So if I say Liverpool and he says United and he says fucking Andy Carroll, we just confirm it real quick.
Yeah.
That's right. So do you understand the game?
Yeah.
Ready? So we'll do from 3, 2, 1. Just say any. No, not too random, but that's like victory in Barcelona. Like that's it's gonna be a 10. Ready? So 3, 2, 1. Juventus.
Arsenal.
Juventus, Arsenal, Juventus. Thierry Henry.
True.
There we go. That's one. Did you get it now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got it. I'm just not that switched on, to be honest. That was very quick.
Okay, so try to say it at the same time, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bayern
Real Madrid.
Munich.
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Oh my God, what can I think? Iron Robin. Did Iron Robin play for them? Is it Iron Robin, Ethan? Is that right?
I'm checking right now.
Checking right now. I'm pretty sure Iron Robin played for Madrid and Bayern. Who's your answer? Do you have an answer?
I've forgotten.
You got there?
Yes.
Iron Robin's right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, okay.
Correct.
2, 2, 2. And then we'll go. Alright, we'll do one more. We'll do a few more. This is fun.
Alright, let's go.
Come on, I want to see you get one.
Alright.
I need a challenge, bro. Come on my level, bro. Nah. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Chelsea.
Tottenham.
Oh my God.
Yuck.
Saliba.
No, I was going to say Solanke.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. I'll give you that. I'm pretty sure you played for both. He did, right, Ethan?
Yeah.
Solanke. Okay. 2, 1.
Yeah. He was through our academy. I'm pretty sure he played a first team game. I think.
First team. Oh, I'll still count it. Doesn't matter. Okay. 2, 1. All right, cool. Ready? 3, 2.
Wait, I got to think of a team.
Oh.
Alright, go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me bring this down a bit. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Man
Atletico
City.
Madrid. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Julian Alvarez.
True.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wait, what were the teams?
Nah, that one's good.
Atletico Man City.
That
Yeah,
one's-
yeah.
Julian Alvarez. There you go. Yeah. Julian
Yeah,
Alvarez.
not a fan of this game.
No fan of this game. Hey, that Solanke pool was kind of hard. I couldn't think of one actually before you said that.
Yeah.
That Solanke pool was crazy. Alright, we'll do 2 more. Alright, ready? Alright, cool. 3, 2, 1.
Bournemouth.
Liverpool. Oh my days. Solanke. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
He played 1 year for Liverpool. I remember.
Yeah.
He scored like 2 goals. That's it. Alright. Last one.
Comebacks on.
Comebacks on. Is it?
Yeah.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Arsenal. Barcelona.
Or Aubameyang?
Oh, yeah, you got
yes,
it. You got
I
it.
told you,
That was a good
comebacks
pull.
on.
That was a good pull. 4-2. 4-2. Aubameyang, that's a good one, actually. He was good for Barca, too. All right, ready? 3. Actually, I have to think of a team. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Napoli.
Inter Milan. Whoa.
Lukaku.
Lukaku. Oh, that was at the same time, wasn't it?
Damn, yeah, I think that was the same time.
That was at the same time.
But to make it interesting, we'll give it to Josh.
We'll get to George. Guess priority time. Alright, 4-3. 3, 2, 1.
Chelsea.
Benfica. David Luiz. Yes. David. I got that.
I wasn't guessing that. So
Benfica. That's why I want to throw you off. Portuguese and that. Yeah, man. Obviously, other than football, what's like another? Because we've mainly touched up on football, but what's another like main passion of yours in terms of sport wise?
I'll probably have to say the F1, to be honest.
F1, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to stay up all night to the hour to watch that, but I wouldn't watch the soccer anymore. So
Really? Oh yeah, it's
yeah,
over, isn't it?
it's at the same time most of the time. So
Where's the F1? So where's the F1 now? Where's it now? Is it Abu Dhabi? Not Abu Dhabi, is it? No. Where is
I'm
it?
not sure where it is this week. It'll be this Sunday, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah. Who's your favorite? Who's your racer? Who do you support?
I'm a Norris fan.
Yeah.
I like Norris. He's good. He's got a good vibe.
Do you like Hamilton? What are your thoughts on Hamilton then?
Yeah, he's cool.
He's
I
cool.
like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he's cool. He's very humble.
Yeah.
So
Do you prefer him when he was with? Wait, he's been with McLaren and Ferrari. What do you reckon is his peak? What was his peak when he was at
he was Mercedes.
Mercedes? Yeah. Oh wait, was he a McLaren? Am I bugging?
I'm not sure.
Was he a McLaren? I could be wrong, but yeah, no. So you're saying Mercedes is the best?
Mercedes is the best.
I agree. So you're saying right now Norris is the best, or Verstappen? Who you reckon takes it right now?
Piastri's taking it at the moment. So.
Yeah, is he the best right now?
Nah, Norris. Norris is still the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairs. Actually, obviously touching up on F1 because I've watched the F1 movie. So you haven't seen it, have you?
Nah, this Saturday I'll go see it. So.
Have you heard anything from it yet or not?
Nah, try not to.
Okay, I won't say that then. But no, you would like it. I think in terms of like the racing movies, because there's Gran Turismo, but like there's in terms of the modern days, it's definitely up there. I think you'd like it for sure. So
Yeah.
there's Brad Pitt. There's Damson Idris, the black guy. Have you seen Snowfall? No, so yeah, he's a British actor. So I think them two work together a lot. Talking about the movie, I watched it with my girl. But no, it's good.
As long as Ferrari doesn't win.
I
I know a few people would be upset about that. So
You don't like Ferrari, yeah?
Nah.
Have you been to when the Grand Prix was in Australia? Did you go?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. Like it's loud.
Yeah,
Very loud.
yeah, definitely loud. Yeah,
But nah, it's a good experience.
Mm.
I think everybody's got to see it at least once or twice. Anyway.
I agree. It's very good experience for sure.
We just came back from Europe recently, and we missed it in England. I think it was England or Spain.
Yeah. Mm.
But we missed it down there.
Really?
I think it was, so we missed it by a week.
Ah,
So
okay.
we were in a different country when it was on. So
Where was you at the time? Were you in Europe at the time?
yeah, it was only like 3 weeks ago.
Where'd you go?
I went to England and Spain.
England. Oh, so you just missed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? So it was in the following week.
I believe it was in Spain when we were in England.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, type shit. Yeah, that's right. Going to, what's like? Let's just talk about movies. That's okay, random, but let's talk about movies. What's your favorite like genre? Like, what's your favorite genre like in general?
It's always horror.
Horror, yeah.
Yes, good choice.
I'm all about horror.
Good choice, yeah.
It has to be horror or like psychological thrillers.
Okay,
So
okay,
something
yeah.
a bit twisted.
You like that shit?
Yeah.
What's like plot twist and shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's like what's like the biggest? What movie do you reckon has the biggest plot twist? Do you reckon that you've seen? Because obviously I didn't watch much of that psychological shit.
I
But
think I watched so many of them, I don't actually have an answer for you. To
really,
Be honest. Yeah, it's the Starter Island was a good one.
I've heard. Yeah,
Leonardo
from DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Don't tell me because I actually want to watch that.
That
It
was
looks interesting.
It was just a bit of a
A shock.
question
Yeah.
mark ending. So
Oh, the ending. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Because I watched Departed. The Departed. It's with DiCaprio as well and Matt Damon, I believe.
probably
Yeah, that one had a good twist at the end as well. Ethan, let's go because obviously you liked it when he said horror. What's like the best horror film that you've seen, Ethan?
The first time I ever watched Get Out, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
so good.
Get Out. What are your thoughts on that one? I think I've never actually seen that. I'm not really a horror man though. More like action, and thrillers, and mystery, and
Yeah, I wouldn't actually know what my favourite horror is either, to be honest.
whatever's on is whatever's on.
Yeah, like I just go through the whole of Netflix, whatever's there. So.
Yeah.
But
You like that adrenaline like it gives you, like when it's like you're part of the
something
moment.
different, I'd say. So,
Yeah. There's what's it called? He said Shutter Island. That's like the one to look out for. What's another one you reckon in terms of psychological type? Because I actually haven't seen that one.
There's a lot of TV shows now that they do the psychological thrillers that are good.
Yeah.
They're all pretty much on Netflix as well. But something Corbin is his name. I don't know his first name.
Who's that?
His last name is Corbin, but
Corbin.
yeah. But he does. I think it's Harlan Corbin or something. But he does pretty much book writing.
Oh right.
But he does all psychological thrillers. So if you look him up
Ooh.
on Netflix, you'll see he's got a collection.
Oh really?
Pretty much all psychological thrillers.
There you go, guys. If you want if you want some psychological thriller movies, that's your man. What's the name again? Corbin.
Something Corbin.
Something Corbin, yeah.
His quality. So I think whatever you watch of his, that'll keep you on your toes because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, right.
And you think you know it from the start, and then by the end of it, you still got no idea what's
Yeah,
going on. So
yeah. I would say just two ones before we round it up. I've posted a few clips on our socials. We talk about music and stuff. Are you big in your music and shit?
Somewhat,
yeah. What's your favorite genre? Like movie.
I haven't got one. I literally listen
Really?
to everything.
Really?
Yeah, I could be listening to country music today, and then the next hour I'm listening to screamo music, and then the next hour I'm listening to Afro beats. So it's a bit everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, right.
And then so French, Spanish music,
Okay.
there's everything. So
You like a bit of everything. I like that.
depends
like
on the
your-
mood.
Let's say specifically, let's say a rap. Do you like rap?
Yep.
So who would you say is your top 5 rappers of all time? I'm gonna put you on the spot and say who's your top 5 all time. So from
I haven't got 5, but I can give you one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Who's your top 1 or if 3 if you have 3?
Give me 1 sec. Let me just quickly find out a name. I don't actually know the name.
You don't know the name?
Nah,
Is it like a recent? Is it like a?
Nah, because I don't actually. When I listen to music, I don't actually know who I'm listening to. I just play next, and if I like it, I just
yeah. So you don't have like an odd favorite, like?
Nah, not really. Like it's
Okay,
kind of like whoever stands out, sort of thing.
That's all right.
But I'm not gonna be able to get it.
Is it like a modern day or old school rapper?
UK rap.
UK rap. Who's it?
I don't know. Do you want to give me some hand back there?
Nems.
Hey?
Nems.
Nah.
If I say the name, would it like
Oh, it'll ring a bell.
Dave?
Dave.
Oh, hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Dave.
So
yeah.
Dave's your favorite rapper.
Yeah, he would be.
The most you listen to him the most.
Probably the most.
Yeah, that's right. Nah, Dave's very good. If you're not into UK rap, tap into Dave for sure. Tap into Dave. And just quick one before we round it up, we've had one of our videos on TikTok. It like blew up because it was a football. It was like
You got violated.
it was a football quiz question, and we got violated because obviously we couldn't name the right person. By the way, just to clarify, we're not a football podcast. We talk a bit of everything. So let me just clear that one up. So I'd say right now, I'm just gonna give me like one of your big football takes that it can be controversial, but what do you reckon is like a big football takes in general, like in that you have? I just wanna see like.
What do you mean by that?
So like, we had Koda obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had him on. He said Iran Kunda's like the best talent at his age that Australia's ever had. So he's like 19. He's saying he's the best at his age we've ever had. So like something like that. So like, what's like a big football take that you have that might come out controversial, but something like what do you reckon like?
Oh, okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah. I haven't really got anything, to be honest.
Really?
I'd have to. The other person that's sitting in my head right now is Jamie Vardy.
Right. Okay.
I reckon he's one of the best strikers still. Till this day, he's still one of the best strikers.
Still one of the best strikers I know.
Yeah. So he sits up there either way, to be honest, and he's shithousery. He's too good. He's too good not to laugh as well.
I hear that.
You
He's
can't not support that guy.
You reckon he's the most underrated striker the Prem's ever seen?
I'd say so.
Actually, to be fair,
one man pretty much single-handedly won the league for them. So.
Yeah, and he's been consistent for. It's not like he's a one-season wonder. Like,
yeah,
I would say he's one of the best. One of the best. I think he's the most underrated striker the Prem's ever seen. I generally, because how many goals he scored for Leicester as well. Like,
yeah,
it's a big thing. Not a lot of players can turn up for Leicester. Like, if you look at it, what do you reckon on that, Ethan? Though Vardy.
No, I reckon that's a great shout.
That is a very good shout.
I would love to see him go to Wrexham.
Wrexham,
that would be so sick. He's been linked to them, so I'd love to see that.
Oh yeah, Wrexham. Did you hear about them like 3 promotions in a row? That's gonna be.
I've heard the name. I haven't actually kept on it. On it. So.
No, but Vardy, I think Vardy's Premier League season. I think the best, one of the best individual performances in a season. Like, forget the Haalands and the goals and the Salahs. I love Salah and Ronaldo and all that, but Vardy for Leicester, I think that's one of the biggest. What's another one you reckon? That's a good shout. Vardy being a. What's another one? This is interesting, actually.
Probably best centre back in the Prem.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'd have to say Van de Ven.
Van de Ven, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the best right now, or like.
Yeah, Van de Ven probably the best right now. I'd say.
Really?
Without a doubt. Yeah, he's probably he shouldn't be at Tottenham, to be honest. He should be at a much higher league.
That's not horrible actually, because he's been injured a lot this season. That's why he hasn't been playing.
Still quality. I rate him. So
better than Saliba.
Yeah.
Really?
Every day of the week.
He's not better than Van Dijk though.
He'd be up there.
Look, on form, I think he's top 5. Van de Ven, personally. So you're saying
He comes one. He's one for me.
Van de Ven's better than Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I'd say that.
That's gonna be a mental one for the comments. But yeah. I do rate Van de Ven. The strength, the size, the speed. He's quick, bro. He's like one of the quickest players he's ever clocked the time. I think he had the.
Agreed.
Is it the record or something like that?
I'm not sure.
I think he had like one of the quickest sprints in a Premier League game. But no, I do rate Van de Ven, but top 1, you're saying?
If he's not there now, he's going to be there in the next year without a doubt.
I think he's got the potential to be one of the best, but you're saying he's the best.
I'd say he's not far off.
Okay.
I would say he's
on par with like Van Dijk, Saliba and stuff, right?
Yeah, I would say he's equal. I wouldn't say like he's below them though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts on that one. And Van de Ven, Tottenham fans, if anyone's a Tottenham fan, let us know on that take because, again, like I rate Van de Ven, but I think he's got the ability to be in that conversation. But
I don't rate Tottenham, but you know,
17th place, but still win the Europa League. It's crazy. It is crazy, bro. Tottenham season. Ange, big up Ange. Where do you reckon he'll turn up? Because he left Tottenham, didn't he?
I'm hoping QPR.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Can't say it'll happen, but you always got to have hope.
Yeah, bring up a champion. That's not a bad. Bring up a championship side because obviously he was at Tottenham. But yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see where Ange turns up. Obviously, being Australian, first Australian to win a Europa League trophy, so European trophy in fact. So I do rate Ange, but yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up there. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. Thank you for giving us a bit of what you do in terms of what you bring to the Mauritian community. Obviously, big Mauritian club.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, I want to say thanks for having me on board as well, because at the end of the day, if I can help you guys out, even if it's growing, your
Thank
podcast
you,
as well, that's one of the things I'd definitely love to do.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem at all.
But yeah, man. Big up to Josh. I'll put his link in the description. Again, if you want to get involved with the Dota Cup at the end of the season, just message us at the I say us. Message Endeavour Hills on any socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever they have. So just be sure to reach out and then try to get involved. But that's the end of us for today. Thank you guys for tuning in.
And don't forget, click like, click subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And share.
And share.
Thank you, mate. But yeah, for sure. Make sure you do all this stuff. Yeah, man. See you on the next one. Thank you guys. Cool. Yeah.